Hello, my name is Simon Mature. As of my English project, I would like to give you and introduce you to a tutorial on how to get and cook wagyu. This is one of my items on my bucket list, so this is why I'm doing this. First of all, you need to get the money. Wagyu is a very expensive meat. Some normal and cheap steaks, like A3, even cost up to $100. This is because of the marbling of the meat. A4 or even A5 can cost up to $300 per steak, and this is considered a small steak, a portion for even 2 to 3 people. It's I would like to also say that understanding the flavor of wagyu is very important because it is an overpowering flavor. Alright, so let's get to the steps. You need to find and search a reputable supplier of wagyu beef in your area. This is because wagyu can come from different places and it might not be wagyu. You can also consider shopping on an online retailer, or even if you know any local butchers, that's a good choice too. Purchase your desired cut of wagyu. There's a lot of different cuts of wagyu. There's prime rib, there's just normal steaks, ribeye, etc. You just purchase whatever you want to do. Alright, when you do buy it, let it sit at room temperature for at least an hour so it cools down and it lets so it's not frozen basically. Also, preheat your grill. Make sure you do this because if you don't preheat it, you'll not get the sear and crust we want. Let it preheat for about 3 to 5 minutes on high heat, and then lower it down a bit to about medium heat. You can also season it with salt and pepper if you want, but make sure to not put any oil on the pan. It is not needed because wagyu has a lot of intramuscular fat. This intramuscular fat helps on the sear, but also it's a lot of fat that you don't really need to put any oil in it or butter or anything. It doesn't really need anything other than the seasoning and the wagyu. Cook it for a few minutes, 2 to 3 minutes per side, depending on the cut, is pretty good. If it's like a ribeye, 4 to 5 maybe is better on each side. After it is done, if you want, you can do some basting on it. Basting is basically just putting butter and some garlic and just like move it with a spoon so the flavors rise up. It is not really needed on wagyu, but you can do it. After you got your desired temperature, and if you got to medium rare about 4 to 5 minutes later, then you can take it out and let it rest for a few minutes. This will let all the flavors like join together, and the meat will be a lot more tender. After doing this, just enjoy the meat. Be careful not to eat too much of this, not because it is bad for you or anything, but it is overpowering, so you won't really want to eat anymore after you eat it. Your taste buds will tell you. Don't worry about that. So also consider to share this with others. This will allow you to share the price together. Some can pay 30, some can pay $40, and it's cheaper for all and it's better for all. You can also enjoy this with a side of mashed potatoes. You can maybe even do some katsu sandwich if you're feeling expensive, but that's up to you. Thank you for listening. That was my tutorial on how to cook wagyu.